Hello everybody, this is Steve at Winterbourne Workshop. Today I'm going to be making probably two Christmas trees out of this piece of spalted beech. It's about 3.5 inches across and quite long, but I probably won't be using all of it, not for one of them. So there'll be two trees and I'll mount them on this offcut of oak burr. So out of the lump that I made in an earlier video. There's quite nice burry bits in there. And what I shall probably do is slice off the top, so I've got a flat surface to mount the trees on. You can bore a hole in and mount them on there, but you've probably got to chisel away around the back, unless you leave a really tall trunk on it, which just doesn't look right. So I've experimented a couple of times and I found that slicing the top off, whatever you're using, works best. So yeah, I'll get both of them to the bandsaw and I'll be back in a bit. Right, I'm back from the bandsaw and I've got my bits all sorted. So I've got the small bit, which is 4.5 inches long and 1 3/4 inches across. Then I'll trim down the burr, so it's about 2 inches deep, 9 inches across, and I've debarked it and used a paddle sander just to clean all this up and clean the back and the bottom. So that's all ready to go, apart from boring some holes in it, which I'll decide once I've made the pieces. So I've got the bit on the lathe is 9.5 inches by 3 inches. So that'll make the big tree, this will make the small tree, and that's the platform. So I'll just show you doing this one, this will be a repeat, just on a smaller scale, and yeah, we'll see what comes out of that. Oh, here we are, all ready to go. So let's spin it up. We've got 1400 reds. Let's use the skew chisel. Clean and cut. Right, so that is down to the size of the fosner bit I'm going to use. So some of you might think I'm working a bit back to front here, but I've found it's easier to work to the point that end and then part it off. And all I've got to do is whiz it around onto a smaller chuck, very small chuck, and just sand it up. So let's crack on. That worked, didn't it? Well, that didn't go too well. I got a little bit too aggressive with the skew and parted it off. So I shall now mount it on these. Round this up a bit. Get rid of that wobble. And some of you might be asking why didn't I use a parting tool to get rid of that rubbish that I didn't need. It's because I want to practice with the skew. Not something I use very often. Quite a wobble on that. So what I'm going to do, if you'll excuse me getting in the way, is take that towel center off, put a different one on. And this one hasn't got a point to it. Stabilise that a bit. Knob off the end. That will do. Into this. And get some sanding done. So with this particular lathe, the Stratus 230, as I suppose with all the Stratuses, you've got the option to have a slow start or a fast start. So when I put it in reverse, I'll use the slow start, which will mean a slow finish. Stop the chuck unwinding. You really don't want to point the end on these, make sure it's nice and blunt. Otherwise it could be a lethal weapon in the hands of a child. Finish on it. So for a finish, I'm going to use this Hampshire Sheen citrus burnishing oil. Seems to work quite nicely. Soaks well into this spalted beech. As you can see, it's certainly sucking it up. I could have put a sanding sealer on it, but it kind of will shine it up a bit if I do that. I don't really want shiny on this. Just want a luster. Get some heat into it. Can't apply too much pressure here because the tenon is not overly large. Right, let's have a look. That seems to have come out quite nicely. So that's tree number one. And you can't really see that, can you? Tree number one. And that will sit on there. And then I'll do a smaller one to go to the front. Actually, it didn't take too long to do that, so we might do the smaller one on camera as well. Yeah, away we go. Right, get these sharp jaws off. The Axminster O'Donnell jaws. Bits out of the way. Chuck it just short of the, a little bit off centre, but that'll do because we're sanding. We want to be sanding the other way around. But then I won't be able to talk to you. So I think it looks all right. We'll get the old burnishing juice. Where's my cloth? Get this one out. Let's just reposition. So there you go. That's them all finished. I do want to just get a little bit of shellac into the burr, the base at the bottom, and yeah, didn't take long at all really. 25 minutes, I suppose, 30 minutes. I haven't actually timed it, but you know, just a good way to use up scraps of wood. The log came off the firewood pile, and the burr was an offcut. I could have made a small bowl out of it, I suppose, but it's quite punky, so that would probably have been difficult. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little Christmas project. Although they're Christmas trees, you could probably display that all year round, to be perfectly honest. And if you got this far, a like, a subscribe and a share would be great. I don't want to monetize the channel, it's not for that. I just want to try and spread the word. Thank you very much. Bye now.